Honestly, I made a lot of mistakes when I started my fitness journey. And my goal for this video is for you to learn from the mistakes that I made so you can progress faster. I'm gonna share with you my four biggest mistakes that you're probably making to help you progress faster into your fitness journey. So, the first biggest mistake I made was overthinking everything when it came to fitness. Honestly, I started to really think, do I need, like, how do I count calories? What do I count? Like, do I count my protein? Do I count calories? Do I count my carbs? Like, how much carbs do I need? How much protein do I need? How much calories do I need to be eating? Do I need to maintain? Do I need to cut? Do I need to bulk? Honestly, I was skinny fat when I started, and I feel like for me personally, that's the worst body type to have, just because you don't know whether to bulk or whether to cut, and it's just difficult. So having that mentality is not gonna help you start at all because you will overthink everything, just like how I did. And then once you do start, you're thinking that you're doing everything wrong and it's not gonna work out. And then your mind goes into, what's the point of working out if I'm not even doing it right or even doing it perfect? I'm not gonna see any results. I'm just wasting my time. That's the mindset I have when I started my fitness journey. And honestly, that's complete trash. Complete utter nonsense thinking like that, thinking, overthinking everything. And the best way I overcame this was just starting and knowing that I will make mistakes at first. But I know that I will learn along the way as I progress more into my fitness journey. That's what took that huge weight off my shoulders and that huge pressure, and just learning to actually enjoy the process. Overthinking won't get you results. Thinking won't even get you results, honestly, because you're working out, you're trying to get into shape. So you need to do physical movements. Understand that you cannot do everything all at once. Just start off small, right? You can focus on your diet, your routine, whatever you choose to, but don't overthink it. Just do it. And if you need to change something, whether it be a big change or small change, just make that small little tweak and just keep progressing and going forward. So I would say the second mistake definitely ties in with the first one, and that is just doing too much at first. And I understand that you want to have everything perfect, and you want to do everything right and by the book, or if you're having a program that you're following and doing it by the program. But if it's requiring you to work out 5 times a week, 6 times a week, and you never even gone to the gym in the past 2 months or even a month, chances are you're gonna end up failing and quitting and not really seeing it through. And how do I know that? Because that was me. I did that shit where I took a long break from working out and wanted to get back into shape. So I started going to the gym 5 times a week, and that only lasted about a month, maybe less. Yeah, I think it lasted like 3 weeks. Yeah, like the first 3 weeks, went 5 times a week, and then I'm like, you know what, it's too fucking much for me, and I ended up quitting. I didn't get into shape for another year or so, just because in my head, fitness was a lot, being in shape was a lot, and it was high maintenance on it. So I would highly suggest, don't do too much at first. What made me start again was only going to the gym or only working out once a week and just doing whatever. Like, I honestly just started doing push-ups on the ground, and I didn't really expect to see any results, but what I was really focused was on building the habit of going into the gym and working out 5 times a week rather than focusing on the results and following a strict program. So just make sure you just start off small. Don't do too much at first, because it's only a matter of time before you quit. Trust me, I was that person. And if not, then hey man, props to you, brother. But chances are you're a complete beginner and you haven't worked out in a while, or you're just starting your fitness journey, like complete beginner. I highly suggest just start off small. This third mistake, I would definitely say you will come to a point where you fail and relapse. It's just part of the process of working out and being in shape. There's going to be times where you do miss a workout, you miss a meal, you don't eat a salad instead of eat a what the fuck am I saying? You eat ice cream instead of a salad. It's about to say it the other way around. In your mind, you're probably like, oh shit, I didn't eat healthy. I ate junk food, or I had 2 beers. You know what? Fuck it. The damage is already done. I'm just gonna get drunk tonight, right? And you get hammered. You have like 10 more beers or whatever, or 10 more like cupcakes, whatever your choice of poison is. For me, it's cookies and ice cream. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of cookies and ice cream. But anyways, there will come times where you will relapse, and your mindset will be, fuck it, damage is done. I can start all over again tomorrow, or not, if not next week, or you know what, fuck it, the following month, or you know what, it'll be my New Year's resolution. And how does that go? Not well. Understand that you will relapse, you will fail, you will miss a workout, you will eat junk food once in a while, right? You will drink if you do drink. All this, right? It's just life. It's not gonna be perfect. But understand this will happen. But what's more important is how you're gonna respond to it. Because my mindset was pretty much, fuck it. I already relapsed. I already missed a workout. I already ate junk food. The damage is done. What more? Might as well just enjoy it. Like, no, that's a horrible mindset to have, because you are training your brain for failure. Because you're training your brain to enjoy relapsing and actually doing it over and over again. And it's a continuous cycle over and over and over again. That's very, very difficult to break. So this is what I would do if, or when I do relapse. Not if, because it is only a matter of time. When I do relapse. So say working out 5 times a week, and I do miss a day in the week where I only work out 4 times a week instead of 5 times a week. That's okay. I will acknowledge him and say, hey, I missed the workout. That's okay. I still have tomorrow, or I still have the following day or so to work out, right? Or next week, if it's already at the end of the week, okay, I have next week. All right, this time for sure I'm gonna hit 5 times a week. And if it's almost nearly impossible because of work or time or whatever, then that's fine. But I'm still gonna get on the ground and do a quick workout, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. It doesn't matter what I do, as long as I do that workout, because it's the habit that you're building and you're staying consistent to it, right? So you acknowledge at first that, you know what, I messed up, I missed the workout, or you know what, I did eat that ice cream, but hey, that's okay. I still have time to make it up. I could stop right now and stop eating that ice cream and choose to eat something a little bit more healthier, or I could just continue killing the tub of ice cream. Which choice sounds better, and which one will give you the better results? That is up to you. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had that little bitch ass mentality of, you know what, damage is done, might as well just enjoy it. And that got me nowhere. I relapsed so many times because of this. And honestly, this delayed my progress in my fitness journey by a whole entire year, just because I kept relapsing and I kept training my brain to actually enjoy the process of relapsing, rather than just acknowledging it and moving on with it, treating it like it's not a big deal, and just going back to what you're really trying to focus on. So the choice is yours, brother. And I hope you really do make the right choice, because I don't want you to get set back by another year like how I did, because I'm a complete dumbass. And then my last mistake that I'm gonna talk about in this video is probably the biggest mistake I have made. And this, I would say, has set me back far more than all these other mistakes, but they still tie in with the other three mistakes that I talked about. But personally for me, I'm a perfectionist. I love to have everything perfect, and I would say this is a very bad trait and a very bad mentality to have at first as a complete beginner, because I wanted to have the perfect diet, the perfect workout, the perfect workout routine. And it's honestly, like I said, it's too much at first, and you can't be perfect. We're humans. We're gonna relapse. We're gonna make mistakes. This fucked me up mentally and physically delayed my fitness journey just because I was just too focused on having the everything just perfect and making sure that I do everything right because I want to see those results. I want to build muscle. I want to lose fat. I just don't know whether to bulk or cut, and whether I choose to bulk or cut. Like it still needs to be perfect in my head. It needs to work out, and if it's not perfect, it will never work out. You see how toxic and dumb that sounds at first? That was the headspace I was in when I started my fitness journey. But what got me to change that was just doing push-ups. I'm not gonna lie. Like in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Fuck everything else. Fuck my diet. Fuck my workout routine. Fuck whatever I do. Like when it comes to either squatting, push-ups, dips, like it doesn't matter. Who cares what I do as long as I do something. And for me, my outlet was just push-ups. And I kid you not, I didn't see any results for the first 2 months. But I was able to see something better than results, like physical results. I was able to see the consistency that I was building, the habits that I was building, the fundamentals when it comes to being in shape. Having those habits and consistency will pay off and it will add up rather than focusing on having everything perfect and being stressed out at first. And I was able to achieve this physique in 3 months just from push-ups. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. Like I was in a depressed state at this time, and I was, like I said, skinny, fat, and I just wanted to be in shape. And I was going through so much pain, and I was alone. And I just got on the ground and started doing push-ups. I didn't expect to see any results, but after 3 months, I was like, oh shit. It's almost like, all right, imagine this is a graph, right? Right here. This is a graph. First month, like this, right? No results, little to no results. Second month, little to no results, right? Just keep going. And then one day, third month hits, and the third month, like that. It's just skyrockets quickly like that. But that's because I didn't realize that's how fitness works. Those first 3 months is like your body doing maintenance. You can't see any physical results. You might see increase in push-ups, strength, and so on and so forth, but not really that much of your physical body. But that third month hits, it's like I almost woke up the next morning and I was in a whole different body. That's how it felt like. And it wasn't because I had the perfect diet or the perfect workout routine or having everything perfect. It was just starting and not having everything perfect at first. And I know you should be mixing like pull exercises like pull-ups and push-ups, like push exercises, squats and all that, but I didn't do none of that shit. All I did was just push-ups. Like I did different variations of push-ups. I did wide arm push-ups, standard push-ups, pike push-ups, maybe one arm push-ups, dips, narrow push-ups, everything, a lot of different variations. And I was a complete doubter of calisthenics when I started because I didn't believe in building muscle with body weight exercises. I think it was the most dumbest shit ever. Like I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, but I'm glad I was proven wrong by my consistency and not being perfect. You see how much better that sounds? Amazing. Like don't get me wrong, like when I went into the gym, I was only able to do one pull-up when I started going back into the gym, but I already built this amazing physique, like a good physique to start off with just push-ups. Like dude, like that's pretty amazing, right? Like personally, me, I haven't heard anyone building a decent physique with just push-ups, like 0 pull-ups, like all this other shit, right? So I'm actually pretty happy about that. I'm not satisfied yet, right? I'm not satisfied because I still want to improve a lot and I have a lot of room for improvement, but being able to accomplish this at the beginning is just amazing. And you have this beginner advantage where you're able to see faster results and progress faster than someone compared to that's been working out for years. They need to have the perfect diet or close to perfect diet, perfect workout routine, perfect optimal time to work out and counting calories and protein and all this other shit. But when you're a beginner, you're able to get away with so much more. You don't have to have the perfect workout diet because there's so much room for improvement on your body. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below about my mistakes. And I really, really do hope you do not make the same mistakes I made, because I made a lot of mistakes, but I would say these are the 4 mistakes I wanted to share with you. And I really hope you actually take some value out of this.